The Nixon tapes, Ant. The Nixon tapes.
I love this guy,
Last we left you with the Nixon tapes was quite a few years ago.
Yes, his anti-Semitic rants about the Jews.
You know what? I think at this point they've heard all the Nixon tapes, and they know they're so bad that they're like, all right, how many years have gone by?
Do you know, I read something about Nixon one time. Do you know how those FDR, JFK, LBJ, he wanted to be known as that, so he started referring to himself as RN, and it didn't
What about RMN? Millhouse was my middle name.
RN?
Millhouse.
Nurse.
Yeah. I'm an RN.
That's not too tough.
Yeah.
You know, Anthony, you're Nixon and you're Vince McMahon are
Yeah.
Right on?
Yes.
Well, let's get into the Nixon tapes. Nixon tapes reveal abort stunner.
Yes.
Washington. President Richard Nixon saw abortion, oh boy, as a useful option for ending mixed race pregnancy.
Yes. Mixed race.
Newly released tapes yesterday's show. Where are the tapes? We got to hear this.
There's transcripts. I think you could listen to the tape somewhere else, but yeah.
We got to find the tapes.
Maybe just hearing it in his own voice is just too much for people to handle. To go, this guy was our president?
Yeah.
Henry, look, where's the Hoover? I need the government to back Hoover vacuums so that when a colored impregnates a white girl, we could just suck out the fetus. Is this on? Is my recording device on? Because I want to go down in history as being the president that came up with this great idea. You know, Kennedy got credit for a lot of things. And I want credit for making sure sluggies and white people never get together. Suck it out, Hank. Suck it out. Get Ben Stein, my Jew speechwriter. I want to hit the press room with this abortion colored white thing. I'm going to be a hero to the white community. The vast, silent majority that wants abortions for whitey and blackie.
I don't think that's a very good idea. Richard, why do you say...
Shut up, Jew, and get me a vacuum. A carpet sweeper if you can't find it.
Mr. Nixon.
For those that were useless.
Are you only going to use vacuum cleaners?
No, hangers.
Hangers?
Plenty of hangers. Rattle them around in there. Mix it up and make it come out. I'll be a hero. They'll be statues toward me. No half-breeds. No mulattoes. I don't like mulattoes. I'm going to have like the Lincoln Memorial. There'll be the Nixon Memorial. Showing little aborted fetus parts all at my feet of various colors.
He thought it was a viable idea.
Amazing.
Let me run this past you, Hank. What do you say we abort a half-black baby?
Well, Richard Nixon said there are times when abortions are necessary. I know that. Nixon told aide Charles Colson on January 23rd, 1973. That's the thing about a black and a white, Nixon explained in the secretly recorded conversation. Or a rape. What is
Same thing.
Same kind of thing.
If it's a rape, it was probably a black on a white. They'll build statues to RN Richard Milhouse Nixon. Write me a speech. It'll be great. Fuck Vietnam. This is what I'll be known for. Pieces of children with honor. See, that's a twist on peace with honor. No, nothing.
Too smart for the room, Mr. Nixon. Same kind of thing, you know what I mean? There are times, Nixon told his aide in a hideaway next door to the White House. What was the hideaway next door to the White House?
That was where I was going to say Jew. I was going to blurt out all kinds of horrible things. The N-word.
And I don't mean everything. Nixon.
Nixon, the N-word. You fucking Nixon.
Nixon did not elaborate on whether he actually favored ending interracial pregnancies or was simply acknowledging the prevalent social stigma of that era about black and white couples.
I don't even like seeing them hold hands. I'm for chopping their hands off if they're holding hands. Kissing, pull their tongues out. Baby, Cuisinart.
Jesus Christ.
We don't need a nation of mongrels, do we? What does Spiro Agnew think of this? Spiro, he's just evading taxes.
The 37th president did not foretell in the 150 hours of recordings released by his library.
Oh,
so they released another 150 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's going to be more tidbits in the coming days.
What do we do about the homos? Gotta do something about the homos. They're losing the war in the Nam for us. It's the homos.
Here, this paragraph. The 37th president did not foretell in the 150 hours of recordings released by his library, however, that the 44th president might be just such a child born of a white mother and black father. President Obama was 11 when Nixon was caught on tape.
11 years too late for me, I guess. I'm Richard Nixon, remember that. Everyone listening, remember, I'm Richard Milhouse Nixon. And I'm a horrible person with horrible ideas. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mr. President, Mongo has a question for you.
Yes,
Mongo.
Did RN stand for Remove Negroes?
Yes, Richard Nixon. Remove Negroes.
Why did he record?
Mind.
What was he trying to prevent?
He was crazy.
He was insane.
The guy was
coming out that he was just nuts.
And he recorded everything because he actually thought that if anything happened, his recordings would vindicate him and make him look like the good guy if anyone ever tried to pull shenanigans on him. Because he always thought that people were trying to pull shit on him, which they were, but the tapes are anything but a vindication. Holy shit.
Wow.
Hey.
Let's see what else this says. Nixon discussed his abortion views while otherwise lamenting the Supreme Court's landmark Roe versus Wade decision that day, which legalized abortion.
Yes.
To Nixon's mind, underage girls might be encouraged to quit using birth control and go get knocked up because of the high court's ruling, he said.
Oh, that's hot. Stop using birth control. Henry, get that speechwriter Jew friend of yours. Write something out about young girls not being protected and getting abortions and having sex with the Negroes. This will be big, a good distraction from me bombing the fuck out of Cambodia.
And what would the monument look like again?
It would be a big statue of RN, Richard Nixon, with baby parts. Marvel baby parts all over the show. And people would pay tribute to me.
You could use the Washington Monument to help with the abortions.
Oh, exactly. I could make it look like a big abortion vacuum. Yeah, people forget about the Ho Chi Minh Trail and think about the old Malala Baby Trail. Distractions. I want fetuses bombed like Cambodia.
Escalate.
Yes, we must escalate. Withdraw troops and withdraw mulatto babies.
You know, it's fucking him. The guy's completely out of his mind, but he still became president, even though he's actually credited, I think, with one of the biggest comebacks in
politics. Yeah,
where he lost the election to Kennedy, and then
damn that Kennedy. He liked the colored. I don't. Never did. Never trusted them. Kennedy trusted them. Look what it got him. A bullet in the head.
You're still Richard
I'm
Nixon,
a white
right?
Guy.
You're still Richard Nixon?
Of course I am.
Okay.
I'll be with Richard as long as I speak into this bullhorn. I'm old RN. This is parody. Get it? I love this song. It reminds me when I was a door gunner in the Nam. I never was, but it reminds me of.
Guy was a pimp.